Breakout rooms allow you to split your group into smaller groups. This can be useful for a number of reasons. It can give more individuals the opportunity to participate. There are times when you need more things done than you have time for as an entire group. Also, you might want to foster a close-knit feeling between members of a group. Be aware, when you create breakout rooms, each room becomes its own separate Zoom meeting. Let me say that again. Each room becomes its own separate Zoom meeting. They exist under your own Zoom meeting, but they operate totally separate from yours. If you send a chat in the main session, the breakout rooms won't see it. Individuals in one breakout room cannot interact with the individuals in the other breakout room. There are only two ways that you can interact with breakout rooms. We will discuss those a little later. So, how many rooms should you create? When first starting to create breakout rooms, you might want to consider fewer rooms. This makes it easier for you to manage them. But more importantly, students can get a feel for how breakout rooms work. You should create breakout rooms based on the size of your group. Create enough breakout rooms to promote discussion. If you have 30 individuals, creating 3 groups would allow for group discussion. You also need to know the individuals if you are going to create small groups. Don't create so many rooms that 2 or 3 people are in a room when 2 or 3 of those people don't really talk a lot anyway. To start creating breakout rooms, you need to be either the host of the meeting or a co-host. If you don't know how to assign co-hosts, you can see the separate video about how to do that. As a host or a co-host, you select the Breakout Rooms button on the taskbar at the bottom of your meeting. If it doesn't appear there, you should be able to find it under the More button. When creating breakout rooms, you have 3 different options for assigning to the room. The first of these is to create the room automatically. This works great if it doesn't matter who is in each room. It is the easiest way to create breakout rooms. If there is a co-host, you will need to either include or exclude the co-host from being assigned. You can also create breakout rooms manually if it is necessary to have specific people in groups. This is necessary, for example, when doing team projects with the same teams during multiple sessions. It is a little more work for you each time, since you need to assign each participant to their group, but it is not difficult to do. The third option is when you let the participants choose their own rooms. You might do this if it doesn't matter which room people go to, or if you have first communicated with each participant as to which room they should be in. You can always move participants from one room to another once the breakout rooms have started, but again, this might be confusing for the participants. Once you have created the rooms, you still need to open the rooms. This feature allows you time to make sure that everything is correct before opening the rooms. This is very useful if you are manually assigning individuals to the rooms. You can create the rooms at the beginning of the meeting and have time to assign individuals up until you are ready to open the breakout rooms. You can make changes after the rooms are opened, but this can be confusing for the individuals in the room if they don't know what you are doing.